Steve Bowers and
Cassandra Fuller.
welcoming you to this virtual Six in the City on the day. This is Tuesday. We're dealing with the remnants of Cristobal, and we've had tree limbs blowing and scattered power outages and everything else. So it's been a busy day, but I hope we're going to get past this and have a good looking week, I think, Cassandra.
I think so, as long as we can get Cristobal out of the way.
Get it out and get it done. So glad everybody with us. We got several people lined up. I know we're going to start with one of your favorite subjects, and that is Leadership Jackson.
That's right. We have Russ McKelvey, who is the chair, and Nick Hayes, who is vice chair of the 2020 leadership class. They're going to be here to talk to us about it and tell us about the nomination process and the deadline and a whole lot more about it.
Getting it away. We've reopened the Tina Turner Museum and the West Tennessee Delta Heritage Center. Sonia Outlaw Clark is going to be with us. We'll get a first-hand report on that. And also Discovery Park. I'm excited about this. They opened the first part of the month, and they're reopening completely this week. So we'll get a full preview of that with Scott Williams, Kate Jarvis. And who else is going to be with us?
We also have the new president of Jackson State Community College, Dr. George Pimentel. So we're going to talk to him a little bit. We got two segments with him, so we can really pick his brain a little bit and ask him about what's going on with Jackson State. And we're excited to have him here on our show.
On our show, Dr. Pimentel issued a press release today about social equality and other things. We have things to talk to him about. And who's our entertainment today?
Today we have Hunt Pipkin. Hunt's a student of Kimberly Hilton, I believe. And so we're going to hear from Hunt. Hunt's been on our show before, but it's been a while, so things may have changed.
We're glad you're with us. We'll take everything from Leadership Jackson to the new president of Jackson State Community College on this very special virtual edition of Six in the City.
At Southern Family Dentistry, we use EPlus broadband at both of our locations. We use digital x-rays at both of our offices, and we need the high-speed access to be able to submit all of our x-rays electronically for the insurance companies. Installation was simple. We experienced little to no downtime. I would highly recommend EPlus broadband to anyone in the commercial market. The reliability is second to none, and the service is the best.
Doing what's never been done. The American Public Power Association includes over 2,000 local public utility systems. Over 15 years, the APPA has presented RP3 awards, recognizing system reliability, safety, workforce development, and improvement. JA in 2020 not only received the top-level Diamond RP3 award, it was presented to JA for the 7th time. No utility has been so recognized. Honored public power, another part of JA today.
Where is the American spirit? It's right here, in the people of West Tennessee. Every day, people walk through these doors to selflessly help others, to give without expecting anything in return. So where is the American spirit? It's right here, in the people of Lifeline, our community's blood bank, where we all come together to help each other, and the American spirit thrives.
Ask what you can do for your country.
Steve Bowers and
Cassandra Fuller.
Welcome you back to Six in the City. We're going to jump into a discussion about Leadership Jackson. Exciting to know that the application process is open. We got an August 1st deadline coming up. That'll be here before you know it, right? The program.
That's right. And that August 1st deadline is an extension, so it gives you a little bit more time. So
Russ McKelvey is with us and Nick Hayes, and they're heading up this program this year. And Cassandra Fuller has been through this program. So Fuller, I'm going to defer to you.
That's fine by me, Nick.
I can't believe I've actually said that, but I've said it and it's on the record.
Well, we'll see how that turns out. Russ, you're serving as chair for the 2020 class, and Nick, you're serving as vice chair, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, what good things are in store for the class of 2020? How can we entice people to actually nominate themselves or send in nominations?
Well, I would say our world needs leaders today more than perhaps it ever has before. Leadership Jackson does that. It's about developing emerging leaders in our community, teaching them how to better manage themselves, and also giving them a unique understanding of their community to hopefully inspire them and help them find that fit on how they can make a difference.
What did you, I know you went through Leadership Jackson recently. What did you learn that you didn't know about Jackson?
Oh, goodness. I got to tell you, the bus tour where we get to go inside some of these places. You have the JA Bunker to name one. Also, Gerdau, and seeing how we have this huge steel making facility. It's unbelievable, and I don't know if I had seen that without Leadership Jackson.
Nick, what about you?
I think for sure you get to experience bus tour is a good thing. You get to experience some of the things that we don't want to talk about with Jackson. We want to turn a blind eye to, like some of the overcrowding at the CJC and some of the awesome facilities as far as like what they're doing out at the Sportsplex and also these factories. And you just find different ways to be able to plug in. The nonprofit day was a big day for me where you really got to dive into and figure out where you can help in our community.
What's the leadership process or the application process like, guys?
Yeah, so probably the easiest way to take a peek at that is to go to leadershipjackson.com. We have a shiny new website that we're very proud of, thanks to Adelsberger Marketing. But otherwise, it's pretty straightforward. It's all laid out and should be easy to understand. So yeah, I would drive everyone to leadershipjackson.com. You can see what the program's about, and if interested, nominate yourself or someone that you know or work with.
That's right. And the application process is actually online now, so you can go and fill out the form online, where that's totally new. We didn't have that available last year. So it just makes it that much more convenient and easy.
The application deadline is August the 1st. And how much lag before the program actually starts? How much gap in time there?
Yeah.
The program will start about the second week of September, I believe. September 17th is when its first starts. So they'll wrap up the nominations and select the class towards the end of August, and then they'll have about a 2-week break, and we'll be ready to get started. So we've got a 12-week session this year, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
How much time do people need to allow for this?
It's going to be. Go ahead. It's there is a retreat that will be overnight, and then it's every Wednesday throughout, and it's 8 to 5 on Wednesday.
And to throw a little bit more in there, we do have some homework projects that require class members to get out into the community, do some projects and exploration independently of the actual class session. So a very robust experience. It's a big time commitment, but what you get out of it and what you bring back to your employer once you've completed it far exceeds the commitment going into it.
I totally agree. So if anybody out there is interested, if you have any curiosities about Leadership Jackson, just go to leadershipjackson.com, find out all the information. You can nominate yourself if you are a primary decision maker in your the facility, and then also you can have someone else can nominate you. So definitely go ahead and make that nomination. And then too, if you applied last year, go ahead and apply again this year. So because it's not just a matter of every picking the class each year. So if you didn't get nominated, try again. It'd be worth it.
We appreciate it very much. Nick, it's good to see you. And Russ, good luck with the budget. And I know you'll be glad to get through this month. We wish you the best.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot,
Thanks,
guys. We'll
guys.
be right
Appreciate
back
it.
with more as we continue this virtual Six in the
Six in the City.
Tune to the Travel Channel. Say it, watch it. It's that easy with the power of voice control. Set up OnePass for the Warriors. Catch all the action with the power of voice control.
Jackson, Tennessee, established in 1822, began getting utility services in the late 1800s. But utility history hit its stride in 1959 when the separate utilities were combined into one city-owned company, the Jackson Utility Division. That company is the foundation of all the utility services we have today. A history of serving citizens, life quality, economic development in Jackson, Tennessee, a 60th anniversary. That's JEA today.
I'm Mark Taylor. I'm the owner of Renew Biomedical Services based out of here in Jackson, Tennessee. We're a provider of biomedical services for medical professionals. At Renew Biomedical, our use of telecom is of utmost importance. We have to reach our customers in a timely fashion so we can diagnose and service their equipment needs. So EPlus Broadband allows Renew Biomedical to connect effectively with our customers in whichever way they choose, via email, phone, Skype, teleconferencing, and any way you can imagine.
Steve Bowers and
Cassandra Fuller.
welcoming you back to Six in the City. We're delighted to welcome Sonia Outlaw Clark with us. She is the executive director of the West Tennessee Delta Heritage Center in Brownsville at Exit 56 and the Tina Turner Museum. And they have been closed since March the 19th, and they're open. That's got to be exciting. Hey, how you doing? It's good to see you. All right, so what's it like to be back in the saddle, so to speak?
It's great. It's great. We've continued to work during all the time, working on things inside the building, but it was so nice to open the doors yesterday and be able to actually welcome visitors.
Okay, get them back inside.
Sonia,
Were
are
you
you
able to
guys
do
back
some
to regular
modification
hours?
or anything? I'm sorry, Cassandra, go ahead.
That's okay. I said, Sonia, are you guys back to regular hours or do you have some restricted hours?
We are Tuesday through Saturday, 9 to 5, and Sunday, 1 to 5. We are closing on Mondays so that we can make sure we've totally sanitized everything and keeping everything safe for everyone to visit.
Sonia, any changes in the place while you had some time away?
We've got some additions to the Music Museum, along with, of course, our social distancing signs and sanitizer stations and all that stuff. But yeah, we've done some updating to some of the exhibits and added some things, and hopefully give people something new to look at so they can make a return visit.
We don't want to admit this, but there are some people in Jackson that are watching us that have never been to this museum, right? So how
Or
do
may
you
not have heard about
how
it.
do you describe the Delta Heritage Center and the Tina Turner Museum? What all will we see?
Well, we are a music heritage destination. So, of course, we have the West Tennessee Music Museum that covers a whole range of genres from West Tennessee musicians. We have Flag Grove School, which was the childhood school of Tina Turner, and it's now the world's only Tina Turner museum with a collection of memorabilia from her career, from her personal collection. And we have the last home of bluesman, Sleepy John Estes. And then on the rural cultural side, we have the West Tennessee Cotton Museum, and we have a Hatchie River Museum. So a little bit of the rural culture of West Tennessee, along with the great music heritage.
And this is also a featured stop along the Americana Music Triangle, correct?
It is, and also the Tennessee Music Pathways. We're an official location,
So lots of good information here at the museum. So people need to get out. Now, Sonia, is there a fee for the museum?
there is no fee. It's free admission. If you like what you see, of course, you can always leave us a donation. We do guided tours by appointment, so that's also an option, and there is a small charge for that.
Okay, and to if we want to sign up for a guided tour, how do we call the museum?
The number is 731-779-9000.
9,000. That's pretty easy to remember.
Sonia, are you going to get back to live events this year?
We hope so, but they're going to be some of our smaller events. I don't see us doing any of our larger ones. We've done, like our Blues Fest, we did virtually this year.
Okay.
So there may be some other, virtual events in the future, but not any huge events for 2020 that I'm seeing right now.
Best way to keep up with what you're doing over there is what?
Our Facebook page, which is West Tennessee Delta Heritage Center, or our website, westtnheritage.com.
westtnheritage.com.
Yeah. Sonia's done a fantastic job with this. I was with Webb Banks when they first bought what had been that restaurant there at Exit 56. And he had been to a tourism conference. I'd seen him there. And I said, Mayor, what are you going to do with this? He said, I don't know, but we're going to do something. And I think he would be very pleased with how it's developed, Sonia. It's
Most definitely.
With the Tina Turner Museum, you just done some outstanding work. And we want people in West Tennessee to spread the word and get all their neighbors and friends when they're coming through here to visit.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all having me on today.
We're always delighted to have you on. I hope you'll come back with us soon.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot. Sonia Outlaw Clark in the West Tennessee Delta Heritage Center, the Tina Turner Museum, Flag Grove School, and Sleepy John Estes House. All that is open. It's open right now.
And it's free admission. It's all at Exit 56.
Exit 56 off Interstate 40.
That's
We're
right.
delighted to have this young man with us. He has been with us before. He's growing up. I don't know how that happens, but it does. And we want to welcome back from Chester County, Tennessee, Mr. Hunt Pipkin. Hunt, it's good to see you, and take it away.
With EPlus broadband and Watch TV everywhere, you can now take your TV on the go. Just visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to sign up. Then you're all set to catch your favorite shows, movies, and sports wherever and whenever you want on any internet-connected device. Choose from our growing selection of networks from your cable package at no extra charge. Visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to learn more. It's easy to sign up for EPlus Broadband's TV Everywhere.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Here at the Emergency Operations Center, we rely on EPlus broadband fiber network to better serve Madison County. With high-speed internet, we track storms and natural disasters in real time. Also, fiber internet gives us the speed to host training classes preparing responders from all over the county and state. The phone system allows us flexibility to stay in contact and make conference calls with both in and out of the office with local, state, and federal agencies. Connectivity is an important part of emergency management.
One of the highlight destinations in West Tennessee is the Discovery Park of America in Union City, and Scott Williams is with us. He is the CEO of this organization, and it's a delight to have him with us. And Scott, it's exciting that you're reopening completely this week.
We are. We've been open for a few days. The outside, we wanted to get the outside open first and let our staff, see how it's going to work with these new policies and procedures that we have. And it all went well, and we feel like we can open the inside safely and securely for both our guests and for our staff.
As the outside was open, how has traffic been as far as your visitors coming into the facility?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been a little less than previous years during this time of the year. Of course, I'm keeping an eye on that. But people are visiting. They're coming out slowly. They are some are wearing masks. But it was a little bit rainy a few of the days we were open, but on the pretty days especially. One interesting thing is a lot of people are bringing their fishing poles. We have 2 lakes here that were stocked 6 years ago, and nobody's ever fished in it because we didn't allow fishing.
Prime fishing time right now.
That's right, and now we allow fishing. And so I haven't been fishing in years, so I got one of my teammates' 5-year-old sons, who's a big fisherman, to come and show me how it's done. And I cast out the first time and caught a catfish about this big. First time. So there's a lot of fish out there, and people are actually catching them. So it's real exciting.
Oh, wow.
You may not fish much, Scott, but you've got exactly now that fish just gets bigger every time you go. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah, you've learned one of the fundamentals already. Scott, the Kirkland family was responsible for this. What did they envision when they designed and built this? What was Discovery Park designed to accomplish?
Sure. So Robert Kirkland was fortunate enough in his life and career to be able to travel all over the world. And so he wanted to figure out a way that he could give a gift to West Tennessee that would allow people in this region to experience some of what he experienced. So a trip to Discovery Park is what he wanted it to be, which is inspiration to see beyond around every single corner. So whether it's history or science or the environment or, the list goes on and on and on and on, you find it here. It's shocking to people when they come. It's like something you would find in Chicago or Los Angeles or in a really big city, and yet here it is in this rural community, and it really has served students and children and adults from all over.
Russ, the one thing that I talked to you earlier today about is that when I interviewed Mr. Kirkland, he talked about the gardens and the exterior of this, and he said the gardens would develop over the next 25 to 30 years, so that at some point he envisioned almost like Bellingrath Gardens, that people would come just to see the gardens eventually there.
Yeah, we have European gardens, we have Japanese gardens, we have American gardens, and so you can come and really just get a taste of all different types of flowers and plants and animals from literally all over the world. And then we also do focus a little bit on our region here. So we have an aquarium that's filled with fish that you would find at Reelfoot Lake, which is nearby. We have turtles and snakes and all different. And we also work with, a lot of others in this area to bring things like birds, and do demonstrations here for our guests.
Scott Williams is with us. He's the CEO of the Discovery Park of America, which is reopening. It's reopening completely Thursday, the 11th, right?
Right, Thursday the 11th. And we will be closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays of every week for deep cleaning. We're going to come in then and just really clean top to bottom.
So it'll be a Thursday to Monday schedule then for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's we're open until 6. So we're open 10 till 6. And we also have 3 brand new hotels right next door. 2 are open. And so people can come and spend the night.
Okay.
I'll
Oh,
just
it's
make
right.
a couple of days of it or a whole weekend of it.
That's right.
Scott is going to stay with us for another segment. Scott, if it's okay with you, we're going to take a break and we will be back because we want to talk more about, because it's an opportunity to see additional exhibits. There are many exciting things happening at the Discovery Park. We want to talk about the hotels and everything else, and then push, I guess, to get Interstate 69 completely finished one of these days too as well. It's going to be an exciting thing for the future of West Tennessee. Scott Williams is with us, and we'll be back and talk to him in just a moment. Right now, we're going to take a detour and go back to the main stage, as we call it. We're in the studio. And this is the very talented Hunt Pipkin. Hunt.
I won't lie to you. I know he's just not right for you. And you can tell me if I'm up, but I see it on your face when you say that he's the one that you want. And you're spending all your time in this wrong situation. And anytime you want it to stop, I know I can treat you better than he can. And any girl like you deserves nothing. Tell me why we wasting time and all your wasting crowd when you should be easy. I know I can treat you better. Better than he can. I'll stop time for you. The second you say you like me too. I just wanna give you the loving that you're missing. Maybe just to wake up with you. Be everything I need, and this could be so different. So tell me what you want me to do. I know I can treat you better. Take my hand, we'll be fine. I promise I won't let you down. Just know that you don't have to do this alone. I promise I'll never let you down. 'Cause I know I can treat you better than he can. And any girl like you deserves a gentleman. And tell me why I'll be wasting time and now you're wasting crown when you should be with me instead. I know I can treat you better, better than he can. Better than he can. Better than he can. No, no. Oh, yeah.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
In communities across Tennessee, we feel the effects of opioid addiction. We all know someone touched by addiction. People we see every day. A neighbor, a friend, a family member. Please know there is help and hope. Together we can rise above and make recovery a reality. Neighbors working together. Tennessee together. If you or someone you love needs help for addiction, help is available. Visit tntogether.com for more information.
Hi, I'm Kedrick Perkins, PGA General Manager at Jackson Country Club. Jackson Country Club's amenities are true Southern hospitality. Championship golf course, fine dining, 6 tennis courts, Junior Olympic pool and fitness. We pride ourselves in giving our members the best. Choosing JEA was a logical choice so that we could tie in our phone, internet, and cable solutions so that we can advance our next segment of technology.
Steve Bowers and
Cassandra Fuller.
welcoming you back to Six in the City as we continue a conversation with Scott Williams, who is the Executive Director, CEO, and all of the Discovery Park of America in Union City, Tennessee. We've been talking in our last segment, if you're just joining us, about the park reopening. They're reopening Thursday, the 11th, and they'll be open on a Thursday through Monday schedule from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. all through the season. It's exciting to have it back, and that's the grounds, which had been open, and then the exhibit building and all itself. And Scott, you also have special exhibits that come in at different points in the year. What's happening now, and what will be happening between now and the end of the year?
Yeah, we do. One exhibit in particular that's really special is we had Astronaut, an exhibit about space, which was certainly well timed, and it was supposed to no longer be on exhibit, but they've graciously allowed us to keep this exhibit here through July 27th. So there is still time to see that. And then later in the year, one we're really excited about that we've been working on for a year and a half is called Agriculture, Innovating for Our Survival. And it's all about innovation in agriculture. And so it's going to be a really exciting exhibit that's both inside and out. So we have some new gardens and we have crops planted. And so it'll be a real addition to Discovery Park.
And you've also got, I read, where you've got a new 50-acre heritage park. Is that
right? Right. So Discovery Park actually sits on the building that we're in is called Discovery Center, and it's the museum, and then around us is the park, and it's 50 acres. It includes a train. It includes Liberty, reproduction of the Liberty Bell. It includes an ag center, cabins for people who like history, authentic 1800s cabins. So there's a lot to explore both inside and out, which makes our hotels very necessary.
I started to say it makes a difference there, so that if you want to take it all in, you actually have to spend a couple of days there to really take it all in.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And we're so excited about these new hotels. And a lot of people have been staying there and visiting here in the afternoon and then coming back the next day. And we also just announced Rhythm on the Rails, which is our live music series.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and have that for the last Friday night in June and every Friday night throughout July. So folks can come down and spend the night and have live music on Friday night. I wrote down the name Hunt Pipkin, so I'm going to have to contact him and get him over here. But yeah, so we're really excited about that too.
Now, who's going to be opening for you on the 26th?
You know what? I am pulled it up so that I could make sure that I say the name right. It's Chubby Carrier and the Bayou Swamp Band.
Okay.
So
that sounds interesting.
Yeah, a little bit of New Orleans up in here.
That sounds like a good time happening.
Yeah, yeah.
So those shows will start on Friday night, the 26th of June. Then, and what time do they start, or what time do you open the gate?
We open the gates at 5:30, and the entertainment starts at 6:30. And we've got food, and people can bring their blankets, and it's right out here next to the lake. So it's a really beautiful place to enjoy some live music. And we are having new policies and procedures. So we're following the guidelines provided by the state and encouraging people to social distance, but in family groups. So it's a great opportunity to get outside.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Just such an exciting development for West Tennessee. It kind of gives, we got Shiloh, we got places now you can spend time in West Tennessee. You want to spend several days.
Oh, absolutely.
One side or the other.
The Sonia's place that she was just talking about, right. The Delta Heritage Center. I stop there every single time from here, whether I'm going to Nashville or Memphis. I always stop off and learn something else new about West Tennessee.
So Scott, we put this together, the Regional Arts Center there in Humboldt. We got the Ag Museum in Milan. There are just many, when you start looking, Parker's Crossroads, there are just a lot of things that you could do right here in rural West Tennessee.
Yeah, no, it's amazing the things people can experience, just a couple hours drive out of Memphis or 2 hours drive out, 3 hours out of Nashville. It's a lot to see and do.
Yeah, it's exciting. when you're looking for exhibits, are there certain themes you try to pursue, or what fits at Discovery Park?
Yeah, so anything when we're looking for exhibits to put in there, we're looking for things that inspire people, which is what Mr. Kirkland wanted. So we look for things that you'll see that will maybe spark an interest in you in some particular topic. We just did a whole exercise of having juniors and seniors in high school regionally send us letters about and emails about what inspired them at Discovery Park. And it was amazing how many different careers have been inspired by the people who come here. So we start off by seeing a lot of the younger folks come in here. It's the first time they've ever seen an escalator. And from there, they go on to experience all types of things that is truly changing lives.
It just definitely opens doors for them.
Absolutely.
A great future ahead, and just beginning. We're just excited that it's reopened. Scott Williams with us, discoveryparkofamerica.com. You get ticket information, keep up with the schedules and everything else. Make sure your family goes, and anytime you got people visiting West Tennessee, be sure to put that on the itinerary.
That's right.
We
Everything opens June
soon.
11th.
Congratulations on being reopened.
Congratulations, Scott. Look forward to seeing it.
We're going to be right back. We'll meet the president of Jackson State Community College as we continue this Six in the
Six
City.
in the City.
The SOAR Award, System Operational Achievement Recognition, presented by the American Public Gas Association, recognizes forward-thinking natural gas utilities that continually improve operation capabilities, adapt to challenges, and the changing demands of safe, reliable natural gas distribution. In 2019, the APGA Gold SOAR Award was presented to the Natural Gas Division of JEA. System integrity, forward-thinking innovation, all a real part of JEA today.
At Southern Family Dentistry, we offer dental treatment for your entire family. We have the latest 3D digital x-ray system. We offer implants, veneers, teeth whitening, and all the other normal services you receive at the dental office. We have 2 offices, one in Milan and one in Jackson, and EPlus broadband telephone services allows us to connect both of those offices. It doesn't matter which office the patient calls, we have the ability to speak to that patient at either location.
Experience something new with View It Video on Demand. Now you can preview and rent movies with your remote. Press the TiVo button to go to the home screen. Select View It on Demand to get started. Browse new movie releases and events. Select what you want to watch, then rent. There's even free stuff. You'll find karaoke songs, fun screensavers for your TV, videos for the kids, and more. Experience more with TiVo and View It Video on Demand.
Steve Bowers and
Cassandra Fuller.
Welcome you back to Six in the City, and we're pleased to introduce Dr. George Pimentel with us. And come July 1st, Dr. George is going to be the president of Jackson State Community College. Our congratulations and welcome to Jackson.
That's right. Well,
thank you very much. Appreciate you guys asking me to come on today.
It's good to have you with us. Before we find out about why you applied to be a president of Jackson State Community College, already a press release has been issued about social equality roles that you see, so you're jumping into things immediately here. How did you get involved in education?
Really it began with my love of history. And so, when I was much younger, I lived in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, and I had access to getting to go to Shiloh. It was one of the first parks I went to as a young boy. And I just really developed a love of history. And so when I got out of the military, I was going to college and I decided to study history, and my father, who was an engineer, was very upset by that because he asked me, what was I planning on doing with that? Teach. And the next thing you know, I was teaching. And so that's what really drove me to it.
The young man wants to become a teacher, mother breaks down in tears.
Yeah.
When did you envision, or did you ever envision becoming president of a community college? Was that a long-term objective, or is that just evolved in your life?
It just evolved. When I first started this journey, I was a history professor, and that's what I did. That's what I loved doing. And then the next thing you know, someone asked me, "Hey, would you mind stepping up and being the chair of the department?" And I said, "Sure." And then next thing, "Will you be the director of the honors program?" "Sure." Will you be the dean? Sure. And then, I have a problem apparently I don't say no to things.
I was
And
about to say, apparently you have a problem with saying no.
and so the opportunity at Vol State came up to be the vice president, and I decided to apply. And for 6 years, I served as their vice president of academic affairs. And so when the opportunity came open at Jackson, I looked at the opportunity and I thought that I had some experience that could be beneficial to the school and the community. And I applied, and I was very fortunate to be selected.
Well, our congratulations. Dr. George Pimentel is with us, and come July 1st, he'll be the president at Jackson State Community College. What did you see in your skill sets and at Jackson State that you thought were a fit?
I think one thing is I have a long history of being an actual teacher. And so I was in the classroom for 15 years. So I know the struggles with our students and how, teaching has evolved over the years, and that it's very personal. I've also had lots of leadership experience, and I've served on not only the Board of Regents and a variety of roles there, our governing board, but I also have gotten to work with some great people over the years, whether it be on the budget side of things, whether it be student services. And I believe that one of my skills is working together as a team and having a vision and a goal that is all about supporting our students the best way we can, and therefore our community. And so I'm really looking forward to working with a great bunch of people at Jackson State. I know many of them already, and so I can't wait to start.
It sounds like you've got a pretty good view from all different angles of education to fit you in real good right there at Jackson State.
Yeah, and I hope it'll serve me well.
One thing, with Dr. Pimentel is going to be with us another segment, and we want to talk about Jackson State. The role of community colleges has evolved so much, and one time kind of a traditional after high school transition into senior status studies and everything else, but now diversity of curriculum, older adult students, retraining in the workplace. I mean, it's pretty exciting what's happening out there, and the role has changed a lot. And Doctor, I don't know of any institution any more important really in our community than Jackson State. I think as far as the medical community and everything else, I mean, it's just been a real catalyst, like for nurses and everything else here. And so it's really, we're excited that you're going to be here. We're going to continue this conversation with Dr. George Pimentel, and Dr. Pimentel is come July 1st, the president at Jackson State Community College. We want to talk about his vision there. He's already issued a press release about social equality in light of what's happening out here. So we'll see what role he sees for Jackson State there. In the meantime, we're going back to the center stage, as we call it right here, the feature stage. And this is a very talented Hunt Pipkin. Hunt.
You say you'll be down in 5. The smell of your perfume is floating down the stairs. You're fixing up your head like you do. I know that I'll be a mess the second that I see you. And you won't be surprised. It happens every time, it's nothing new. It's always on the night like tonight. I thank God you can read my mind. 'Cause when you look at me with those eyes, I'm speechless. Staring at you standing there in that dress. What it's doing to me ain't a secret. 'Cause watching you is all that I can do. And I'm speechless. You already know that you're my weakness. After all this time, I'm just as nervous. And every time you walk into the room, I'm speechless. It started when you said hello. Just did something to me. And And I've been in a daze ever since the day that we met. You took the breath out of my lungs, can't even fight it. And all of the words out of my mouth without even trying. And I'm speechless. Every night you're standing there in that dress. What is to me ain't a secret. 'Cause what you do is all that I can do. I'm speechless. You already know that you're my weakness. After all this time, I'm just as nervous. And every time you walk into the room, I'm speechless. Yeah, baby. It's always on a night like tonight.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be earthquake next Thursday.
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So.
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
The JEA app. With it, you may view the electric outage map, report electric outages, receive electric outage alerts, view your current account information in real time. You can even make a payment with one click. Name, account number, you're in. Convenient access with the free JEA app, keeping you connected with JEA today.
Hey guys, how are you today? Good. I'm here to talk about how with technology you can make amazing worlds. Come with me. My team and I bring the Halo world to life. Is that you? That is me. I wasn't a math genius and I knew nothing about coding. But you guys do. You guys have the power to change things. I want your job. I want you to have my job.
Welcome back to Six in the City, this virtual edition. Steve Bowers, Cassandra Fuller with you. We're rejoined by Dr. George Pimentel, and come July 1st, he is the president at Jackson State Community College. We've been talking to him about his background in education and all in his work and how he came to this position. You're familiar with Jackson State Community College. You know your own skills and everything else. What do you want to do at Jackson State, or what do you want to see it become?
You know, personally, Jackson State has the opportunity to be the best community college in West Tennessee. And that's what we're going to be striving for as an educational institution. We're going to provide quality education to our community and our students. And there's a prize out there called the Aspen Prize. And I really am going to focus on meeting the goals to be awarded that prize. And it's a national award, and it involves equality, and it involves assisting and graduating students and helping them achieve their educational goals and being a true community partner.
Okay. You've issued a press release today, your press office has, concerning social equality in light of all the things that are happening in our country over the last particularly 14 days or 15 days. So what is Jackson State's role there?
No, I think that Jackson State has an obligation, as well as all universities and colleges, to be that place where students and community can come together and we can create a safe space for dialogue. I think that one of the elements that is sometimes missing in society in general is that we don't listen to each other very well. And that if we can put together some programs and we can put panels together and just be a safe, welcoming place that we can carry on this conversation, and that will lead to real change, is really what I'm hoping that Jackson State can be for our community and our students.
Dr. Pimentel, were there programs that worked really well for Vol State that you could see implementing at Jackson State?
Yes, there's definitely several that I would like to see at least looked at. You know, every community college is a little bit different, and
Right.
that you really have to look at the community aspect and see what is needed. But, you know, Jackson State has a great cybersecurity program, nursing program, and some of the things that I'd like to see happen at Jackson State really are about making sure that we are meeting the needs for all of our students wherever they may be. And so I'll be getting with the other vice presidents and the dean soon to look at opportunities to expand some of our programs. And obviously, health sciences is a place where I think we can expand because it is a very important part of the economy in West Tennessee. And I think we will still continue to graduate students to meet the community's needs.
Once you
Our
get in your
hospital says
position,
right
what
that-
are you looking forward to the most as far as the school itself?
Not being on Zoom every day would be great. So I am really looking forward to getting on campus, meeting the other people. You know, there's something about a community, a college, university, and that interaction with other people. And, you know, our first priority obviously is to keep everyone safe. And, you know, we owe that to our staff, faculty, and students. And then it's to provide quality education. And so, to be honest, I am just really anxious to get there and see if we can talk to each other face to face.
It's that human connection that we all miss, right?
Absolutely.
Are you going to be back on campus on schedule this fall, or will there be delays, or still looking at options?
We are looking at several options. Right now, the main option is what they're calling a flex option, to where we're going to bring students back on campus, socially distanced, wearing masks in a limited capacity, what they typically call hybrid. But we want to prepare students that a significant portion of their education may be online. And so we want to be prepared for that transition so we can react to CDC guidelines or any new outbreaks. And so, you know, part of that preparation really too is to look outside and there are other service area schools, the high schools, dual enrollment, and seeing how they're positioned to be able to take some additional online classes moving forward.
Wow. I know JCM Early College High has just been an amazing success story here, and Jackson State certainly has made that possible. And we just welcome you to Jackson, Doctor. It's
That's
really
right.
good to see
Welcome to West Tennessee.
you. Know where we are now, and anytime you want to be on, you just let Janet know, and I'm sure she'll take care of that.
All right, great. Thank you very much. I
Yes,
appreciate you guys
absolutely.
asking me.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
continued
Thanks.
best.
Nice to meet you.
Dr. George Pimentel, and come July 1st, he will be the president at Jackson State Community College.
He will be the
We'll be back.
sixth president.
Yeah, which one? He'll be
Sixth.
the sixth president.
Yeah.
I'm old enough to have known them all. We'll be right back with more as we continue Six in the City.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
As we all take care and precautions, practicing social distancing with more time at home, we may find ourselves using more broadband too, relying on internet, television, and telephone services to stay connected to work, school, and family. JA is working hard to keep our customers, employees, and families safe while bringing vital services during this time. Keeping you connected to the essential broadband services Jackson's homes and businesses depend on is one thing you can count on at JEA today.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that? This one? No. Were you texting and driving again? Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
Welcome back, and thanks to all of our guests, and we appreciate everybody being with us, and a real special opportunity to do a cross-section of things in West Tennessee that are opening back up, and it's exciting.
I know it's exciting to hear all these places that are opening back up and getting back into the groove of things.
Congressman Kustoff's office announced today that Jackson is getting $138,850 grant for the law enforcement complex. So I know that's good news for a city that is looking for cash out there, and that's an exciting thing. And we got several things that are going on. Cassandra, you got a list.
We do. I do want to incent folks to text join to 53248, which is JEA for you. It's a great way to get account information and outage information from Jackson Energy Authority. It's two-way texting, so there's no need to call. You just text, and you can get your information right there on your phone. It's real-time information quickly.
I was talking about last week. Not that Pam will ever need it, but you can request an extension.
Yes. You can get your account information. You can get a bill balance due date. You can even set your own payment extension. So that seems to be pretty handy at this point in time. So so go ahead and text join to 53248. Just make sure your cell phone number is tied to your account and is current. And then we wanted to remind everybody that TV6 is going to be carrying the American Heart Association's Go Red virtual event that's coming up this Friday on the 12th.
All right.
I think it starts at 11:30. I think it's 11:30. And you can check our TV6 schedule for that. And then tonight, if you're watching us today, which is Tuesday, June the 9th, TV6 will be showing Music and Chill. It's Brian Moffitt at Mulligan's. It starts at 6:00. So go ahead and order your food from Mulligan's, sit down and hang out and listen to some great music inside your own home. You don't even have to go anywhere. And that American Heart Association Go Red event is from 12 to 1 on Friday. This coming Friday.
Education's got another important meeting coming up. That'll be Thursday night, and we'll have a lot of other things coming up. So check those schedules at jaxenergy.com, EPlusTV6.com. Hunt, it's really good to have you with us.
It is. It's great to have you back.
We're talking about your husband tonight, but she and I actually did radio work together years ago. And, somehow she gets younger and better looking, and I just get old. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, we're delighted to have this young man with us, and going to close out the show. This is Hunt Pipkin. Hunt, take it away.
That's right.
My bed and you're not around, and there's no one to blame but the drink in my wandering hand. Forget what I said, it's not what I meant, and I can't take it back. I can't unpack the baggage you left. What am I now? What am I now? What if I'm someone I don't want around? I'm falling again, I'm falling again, I'm falling. What if I'm down? What if I'm out? What if I'm someone you won't talk about? I'm falling again, I'm falling again, I'm falling. You said you care, and you miss me too, and I'm well aware I've read too many songs about you. Coffee's out at the Beachwood Cafe, and it kills me 'cause I know we've run out of things we can say. What am I now? What am I now? What if I'm someone I don't want around? I'm falling again, I'm falling again, I'm falling. What if I'm down? What if I'm out? What if I'm someone you won't talk about?